Hi, it's Pastor Ken from Northminster Presbyterian Church in Tucson, Arizona. Hope you're having a good day and a good week. The scripture that I'm going to refer to from our Presbyterian mission calendar, if you're following along, is the scripture from Luke chapter 7. It's a very interesting scripture. Jesus is invited to dinner, and he's welcomed there, but not welcomed the way a guest should be welcomed, especially an honored guest. And there's a story that happens later on about a woman who comes and she cries. She kind of comes behind Jesus and cries at his, and her tears fall at his feet. And she wipes his feet with her hair. And it's an interesting scene because Jesus shows great love and compassion towards this woman, but he also warns about forgiveness and who is forgiven. I think all of us have throughout our life know what it means to be in a little bit of debt. Whether you buy a house or buy a car or use a credit card, then you're in a little bit of debt until you pay that off. And of course, it always feels great when you pay off that debt. And depending on the amount of the debt, I think it feels even better. When you owe a lot of money and you pay off that debt, you feel a lot better than if it's just a little debt that you owe. Or maybe someone has loaned you some money and you pay them back. And that always feels good to be able to do that. And that's what Jesus talks about here. Those in the room, they are shocked that this woman would do what she would do, to come up behind this rabbi and to start to cry, and then to wipe those tears that have fallen on Jesus's feet with her hair. But here, Jesus has a response. Therefore, I tell you, her many sins have been forgiven, as her great love has shown. But whoever has been forgiven little loves little. What an incredibly and powerful statement by Jesus. I tell you, her many sins have been forgiven, as her great love has shown. She knows the debt that she owes to God. She knows her sins, unlike so many in that room who think that she is the greatest sinner there. Many in that room thinking, knowing that, yes, they have some sin in their life, but not as much as she does, or maybe not as much as the person to the left or to the right of them or behind them or in front of them. And so they are aghast at this woman. And yet Jesus turns that around and makes sure he makes a point of us knowing that, first of all, the reason why we will love Jesus, love God, and love others to the extent that we know the debt that we owe to God. And so our love is an example of us knowing our debt, and vice versa. If we do not love a lot, Jesus says, if we do not practice love in the way that he wants, then we still think that, we're kind of okay with God and that our sin is little. And of course, it is not. And so as you think about next time you pay off your credit card, or maybe you owe somebody some money and you're able to pay them back, you can be reminded of the incredible debt that we owe to God, and yet the incredible love that he shows us and then tells us to show to others. Hope you have a great day and a great rest of your week, and be safe and be well.